what that guy's saying as he goes. All his friends are looking cooler than him.
Scout, scout,
I'm doing things. I'm here.
scout, scout,
I'm having fun.
scout, scout. Wow, have they really? They've really not put any updates out since launch day.
For what?
For New World.
For New World? I mean, it just came out like a week ago, didn't it?
Yeah, it was launch day update. That's the latest they've had. They haven't talked about
Oh,
anything about.
was there literally just an update?
No, I'm just saying like launch day update. Like I meant like on their news article. Like hey,
Mm.
like no nothing about servers and shit. Nothing about servers and shit.
I mean, they did add a bunch of servers,
They did,
but
but
that's
why?
not.
I can't wait to get into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but also like, why the fuck don't you?
I want more.
Why don't you just have? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to fucking have to AFK grind. I don't want that.
But what you don't do.
I'll admit to it. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
It's not like they're watching. It would be hilarious. Turns out,
They're gonna
one
fucking
of
ban me
our
of a game that's been out for a couple days. I'll just buy another copy and play it. Whatever. I don't fuck care. I lose my name. Woo.
look at you. Look at you. Look at this man. Someone grab this man.
Hellfire Q World. Oh, he stole my name.
What?
That's what I was talking about. That's what the name of our title is going to be. Is Q World.
Q World?
He's in Q
Where do you see
for-
that? What are you talking about?
It's a New World. You know, New World. Q World.
Oh,
Play on
Q
world.
World.
Play on
Is that what?
words.
That's funny. That's
Evening.
funny.
Evening jokes. This is what happens when we play.
Hey, what'd you do today?
I worked on a Disney Plus commercial.
For what the fuck was that?
Something
Hang
for
on,
like something
what
for.
what was it for?
It's just like some quick thing for, like Disney Channel for
Oh,
like
got it.
something their ad they're doing with like some celebrity who's in the show Aladdin or something like that, like the Broadway show.
Got it. That makes sense. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Look at you. Yes, OSU Evening Pod.
Oh shit, y'all streaming the same. You stole my name, Hellfire. You stole my title, my thunder. You always
wait,
steal my
is
thunder.
he streaming? He's not
He's
streaming.
streaming right now. He's Hellfire 13.
It says offline.
It says it's right. It's on right now. 2 people watching. Probably us.
Um,
It's probably me and him.
I clicked on it on his thing. It says offline.
Literally, I'm gonna showcase this in real time. Literally says online right now. Hellfire.
Oh wait,
right
is it a
there.
different? Oh, it's a different profile.
Look at that Hellfire right there online.
It's a different
See that?
profile.
See that? Real time.
It's a different profile.
In real time. Showing. Ashley
weird.
Pastrami's new follower on Hellfire 13.
It's true. Even though it's on a commercial right now, so I can't even see if that came through.
Even better. Yes, evening pod there was you. Yeah.
Yeah. I had
Yeah,
some
what'd you
physical therapy stuff. I did some workout stuff. I had a bunch of chores. Mallory like cleaned for 4 hours today, and she's a lot better at cleaning than I am. The only thing she ever asks is that I do the bathrooms because she hates doing that. So I do the
Fair.
bathrooms.
I do that occasionally.
Lots of scrubbing the tubs and the toilets.
You get yourself,
And,
you get yourself a drill bit with a little scrubber attachment. And
That's
fucking go to town.
hilarious.
I'm telling you, dude.
That's
It cuts it
hilarious.
down. And you do it in about 10 seconds as opposed to like 20
That's
minutes.
really funny. Oh wow, yeah, Hellfire just stuck in queue 1100. Like, is he gonna sit there? Like, is he gonna sit there for this?
You should go to bed.
know?
By the time he gets in, he'll be like just waking up, and then there's no queue at that point.
So wait. So here's a question: if you wait in this queue and you go to bed and it gets to your point in the queue, but you don't go in, do they kick you out of queue?
No, it'll pop you. It'll populate you, and then you'll AFK and go out
Oh,
of queue.
and then get kicked. Yeah. That man. Yeah. You know, I don't want to sit here and say one of the largest corporations in the world doesn't have the money to make this like a proper server setting, but like, you know, I don't know.
We'll talk about it. I don't fucking understand that at all.
Okay, well, okay, here's what we're doing. So, the few people that are here right now, as it stands, we do the intro. We're going to get into the pod. The start of this pod is actually going to be about the current workings. Well, I think we should do a couple things, Charlie. We should explain a little bit about the film industry and what we used to do, what you still technically are doing, actually. Now
Yeah,
that we say
it's on my card.
that. The problems of it, the the almost certain strike that's going to happen, unless I did hear rumblings that producers are not talking. Um, and then yeah, talk about that, and then we get into New World and or Q World, and and I'm gonna talk about I'm playing my first official Warhammer tournament at the end of the month. Very excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So take it away.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overachievers Gaming Podcast. I am your host, Vash, joined, as always, by Ashley Pastrami, the man, the myth, the legend, the only deli meat capable of beating this thing.
I was so curious of what you're going.
I don't know. I never know what I'm going to fucking say.
You know, you usually hit the nail on the head. I will say that's one of the first ones where you stopped yourself, like you faltered.
I'm normally, I guess so. It has been a month since we've done this.
It's true.
It has been a little crazy.
I've had actually. I actually want to interrupt. I'm gonna do a real quick interrupt. I've had one of the craziest month and a half of my entire life. Me and Mallory have been through the ringer. We had sewage water flood our basement, about a foot of water with the last hurricane. We had to do an entire engine swap out of our car. I had knee surgery, and one of the most busy travel summers I've ever had of my career. Absolutely crazy couple months for me, and things a lot. Luckily, everything's okay. We're all healthy. Our cat's okay. The apartment will be okay. Our car's gonna be okay. It's very expensive, but everything's working itself out. So I'm very thankful in that regard that nothing is like so bad that I'm bankrupt or it's unfixable or whatever. So that's why I've been absolutely unable to do anything, and I will take the fall, as it will, fall on my sword for why we've been so hard to schedule things, just because I've not had any consistency to anything. Literally just got our car fixed. I'm 3 weeks of healing in my knee. Our apartment is drainage being fixed as hopefully soon.
Yeah. Real quick,
times.
Do you see audio meters on your screen? Because I do not see audio meters on your screen.
Like me, like when I talk audio, I do. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Because it used to pop up for me, and I don't see it for you anyway.
That's surprisingly it doesn't.
Squadcast changes everything all the time. So
All the time, dude.
Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows?
Oh, you could click on it and change it to a decibel meter. I like that better, actually.
Ooh,
that's less
pretty. Hold on, let's take a look. We're gonna see. We're gonna do this right now. Where is that? Where's it?
Click on no, not that. No, click on the physical.
Oh, look at this. A VU meter or the audio decibels. Oh, snap. This is great. All right, cool. Yeah, less obtrusive. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this has been a crazy month for me too. Like we had our entire basement or garage flood from Ida. I don't know if we talked about that in the last pod.
We may have, but yeah.
I don't remember when that was. That was what, middle of August when that happened?
I couldn't even tell you.
I can't remember. But anyway, it's just like a little craziness happened.
Crazy stuff.
I went on vacation for the first time in 4 years.
Yeah, that looked wonderful. Oh wait, let's say back even further. Josh isn't with us right now. Chef Crondo is reading tonight in WoW.
Yeah, he's the true overachiever right now. He can't be pulled away.
His raid schedule is fucking insane. Actually, it's like a job.
It is
they raid like every night. It's crazy. Hellfire's here, but you would be here anyway. You're the fourth member of the podcast, Hellfire. Yeah. So,
yeah, it is crazy. It's like every night at like 7:30. Like, how do you have? I don't like, and it's like hours on.
Hours.
I just don't like.
He's really into fucking WoW.
I guess. I mean, I get it, but like, who knows?
He said it. Oh yeah, they do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday as raids.
Wow.
Definitively, and then who knows whatever else they do. Crazy.
You still get dragon points for that stuff? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea.
You know what that is, right?
No.
Dragon points is like when you used to like. That's how you would get your coins for gear. Essentially, is like if you kill a boss, you get a certain amount of dragon points, and then like whoever has the most dragon points, who wants a piece of item that drops, like bids their dragon points, and if they win, like they lose their dragon points. It's like currency. Or something.
That's from World of Warcraft?
DK point. Yeah, DKP. No, yeah, World of Warcraft. So Dragon Kill Points is what it stands for.
Fuck, I play World of Warcraft like barely ever.
Yeah. I'm also dying today, so
So yeah, crazy stuff. But we're here, happy to be here, as it were.
it's
Uh,
like olden times, just us two.
I know, yeah, back in the day, back in the day. So let's talk. Oh, first off, you can find us at ogpodcast.fm,
Mm-hmm.
Overachievers P on Twitter, og.podcast on the Instagrams,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, Overachievers Podcast, right?
Getting there. Should we do? I mean, we're sorry. I literally am like getting over a cold too, because like so
Oh, yes.
since I worked from like November all the way until like 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, like that whole like when you stop working, all of a sudden like your body's like, oh, it's time to get sick now.
Yeah,
This happens. So at the
right.
end of my vacation,
And you just got home. Yeah, you
I
traveled
just got hit like
abroad.
a fucking. I
Oh,
died.
speaking of, God, Germany looked beautiful. Looked
Yeah,
absolutely beautiful.
Germany was fantastic. Switzerland
Well,
was
yeah, you
amazing.
weren't just Germany. You went a couple of countries, right?
Yeah,
What, Germany,
that
Switzerland,
was it.
Austria? No?
Didn't go to
I
Austria.
don't know why I thought Austria.
No, that was before. It was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Austria.
Tight. Yeah.
But yeah,
we're
it's
we're
fun.
talking about doing a trip abroad at some point.
I definitely recommend Germany if you like drinking beer and eating very good food. It was very good. I definitely recommend it. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, nothing else to talk about. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, great episode. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
See you later. Yeah, okay. That went really good. Yeah, I think. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Charlie and I work in the film industry. That's how I met Charlie. That's how I've known Charlie. I've told the story in the past, but the first movie I worked on, Charlie was wearing a Guild Wars 2 shirt, and I started talking to him, and then we became buds, and then fast forward to here, and here I am, here Dami and Charlie together, podcast, worked tons of times together, blah blah blah, all the cool stuff. So roommates for a bit. That's right. Evergreen. What was that? 361 Evergreen. 381.
Yeah, something like that.
316 Evergreen. Crazy apartment. Fun fact. But Charlie and I work in the film industry. Charlie's still union. I applied and got accepted to go union, but then I quit set work. Started working, doing jobs here and there, and then here I am now as a producer. That's very small ad agency, USA Today. Not the same type of work. Very, very small, very small. But the film industry is so. Also, I'm going to preface this that we're going to talk about the state of affairs in the film industry real quick before we get into podcast. So the film industry fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It is a harsh, unforgiving thing to be a part of. And it's been this way for a very long time. Not only has it been this way for a long time, it's almost celebrated. Oh my God, really? A fucking ice cream truck's gonna go by right as this happens.
Talk about labor stuff, and here you go. That's the OG, man. That's the OG.
So, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know why he tries to record with the window open anyway. So
so funny.
Just don't get it.
It's almost always been celebrated as being a harsh working thing. Like it's been this way for 100 years. Very long hours.
That's how we always used to do it. Blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
exactly. Very long hours, treating your underlings like shit. Never having information of what your job next will be, or no security, no health insurance unless you work, unless you're union, and even then, if you work a certain amount of hours, so no guaranteed
600 to qualify, 600 in a calendar year to qualify, and then 400,
every year,
400 hours every 6 months to keep your health insurance.
So it's not even that you're paying your dues and get health insurance, because that's that would be too easy. No protection, no security. The 600 has a local 600, which is the pretty much the union for all camera stuff.
International Cinematographers Guild.
90-some% divorce rate.
90%.
Constant stories of overdoses, falling asleep at the car driving home because of long. Yeah, all the crazy shit.
Twice.
It's terrible, but we all got into it because it was like this magical, cool thing that, or at least for me, I don't want to say all of us. That's not fair. But
majority of us, yeah.
Because it was a cool ass thing to do, and there was like this awesome. You're making movies, you're making TV shows, you're doing all this shit. Like I've met some of my best friends, worked some of the coolest jobs, met some really cool celebrities, had some great time. That being said, it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's extremely difficult, and it's grueling and it's taxing in ways you don't necessarily realize until once you get out, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I put up with that.
Yes. So I quit working as a camera assistant back in 2015. I put my application in the 600, got accepted, was about to start working on what was the first show that Chris worked? It was a Netflix. It was a Marvel Netflix show.
Daredevil.
Was it Daredevil?
It was Daredevil.
It's one of them. So I was going to come with him. That was like the plan. I was like, all right, let's go. This can be tight. This is the next move of my career. I go union, start working shows, say goodbye to whatever little life I had. Right. I worked my last. What'd you say?
Because it's literally that. You say goodbye to whatever life you have. Yeah.
Exactly. I worked my last movie, Death House, and it was a feature that was shot in like 20, maybe less than 20 days, which is very difficult.
Like 18 days, I want to say.
Very difficult, you know. The average non-union low budget movie is like a 30-day movie, right?
It's 5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is 25 to 30 days.
Right. So I quit. I couldn't do anymore, blah blah blah. I was very overweight, failed relationship, just absolutely depressed. I quit. I lost all this weight. I started having like actual relationships. It was great, you know.
Well, you actually called me. I actually remember when that was. Like you called me while I was on a job. And you're like, hey, I just got this offer to work at Off Hollywood.
Yeah.
Do you think I should do it? I was like, look, you can try it. It's the same thing that everyone told me. It's like, you can try it. If you don't like it, you can always come back.
Yes.
So film industry will always be here.
That's the wonderful thing with, you know, that is when they call it. It is freelance. So, you know, you could go on vacation, you could do things and come back. I still worked every once in a while, which was nice. You know, I made some extra pocket cash because I that's the thing too. You make good money in the film industry. You make good money. You make good money, one, because you're making things that are expensive, and B, you work a lot of overtime. That's also one of the problems too, is that a lot of people, they make the money they do because they're working so much overtime. The overtime, I mean, it technically used to be better, but even so, you make a lot of money because you're working a lot of hours.
I will preface that in saying that camera typically makes the most money.
Yes.
So there's people like art department where wardrobe, yes, costumes, all that sort of stuff. They typically make like $15 to $20 an hour typically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just to preface that.
No, and that's a good point, because so what's happening right now is all these problems that we talked about, the problems that led me to quit. And I don't want to speak for Charlie, but I would assume left him to quit too. These overall harsh things. A lot of people are finally at the breaking point, and the collection of unions got together and are now talking about a strike. There's like a lot of mechanical things behind it, but the easy thing is there's talks about a strike finally. The strike authorization went out this weekend.
Yeah, it came out 2 days ago. So October 1st, it ends today, October 3rd. But before to kind of get an idea of what happens, they didn't just call a strike willy-nilly, whatever.
Right.
So what ends up happening is every 3 years is a negotiation on a basic agreement. A basic agreement covers like Netflix shows, HBO, all that stuff. Now they have their own separate categories called pay TV, or for like, you know, back when it was like pay-per-view, they have different breakdowns and categories of based on what they're looking for their types of shows and so on and so forth. But so with that, they have this new thing called new media. So new media is a contract that came out 10 years ago when YouTube was first doing its streaming services, right? So they're saying it's new media. Didn't know the estate of media. So essentially a lot of the funding for our pensions and healthcare and all that sort of stuff is generated by, like, you get residuals based on CD DVD, movie, CD, Blu-ray sales, all that sort of stuff. So like they're saying, oh, hey, this is a new thing, new streaming thing. We're going to make content for streaming. We don't know what streaming is. And so they wanted a contract for new media that didn't have provisions for putting any sort of any money into like the pension, healthcare, any of that. So there's no money that all these shows, like, you know, all the Disney Plus shows, all the Amazon shows, all the Hulu shows, none of that stuff contributes to the IATSE pension and healthcare fund at all. Doesn't exist because of this contract new media that they've been operating on for 10 years. So that's a big thing that they've been like trying to negotiate every year. Like, hey, we want to like renegotiate this deal, like a new media. It's been around for a long time, and every single time they come to the negotiation table, they're like, we'll take care of it next time. You know, we'll do our basic things. Like, you know, last negotiations, the IATSE came and say, hey, we want We want turnarounds. We want, extended meal breaks. We want to have actual weekends, so on and so forth. And the producers, the AMPTP, which I don't remember what that stands for. It's like Association for Motion Picture Television Producers or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
They're like, how about, it's like, best I can do is 3% raise, and you can get a hotel if you're tired.
Best I can do is
Good
tree
for
fitty.
you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, tree fitty.
Fitty.
Anyway, so what they that comes up every year, and so now we're seeing, like, we're in the middle of the pandemic. We bust our ass, like, everyone like did their thing. They adhered to protocols. We saw that there was money in the budget for COVID stuff because, like, now, like, every movie budget, TV show, whatever streaming thing now has like a dedicated, like, what'd you say, like 20%, something like that, probably more for budgets for COVID now. It's like you have to dedicate like 20% of a budget just to COVID.
I mean, I it's nice that even production was even thinking about, because I just had to do whatever. Like I had many crew as I had to get COVID tests for. It was like a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's like $1,000 a test for COVID tests, and you have to do it 3 times a week per person. Just to give you, sorry, I'm like getting over a cold, so trying not to. But anyway, so it's like we saw that there was like all this money that, like, they was like, oh, hey, this new thing that popped up, like all of a sudden, like they said there was no money for like raises or any of that stuff, like hotels. They're all like, well, we don't have money. We're broke. We don't know how, like, if we can afford this, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, COVID comes around. They're adding on an extra 20% of their budgets of millions of dollars to handle this in order to work.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like, oh, they have money. They just don't want to pay. So now it's like, what's happened is we're at the point now where this last negotiations started back in, I want to say June. So there was a June, it was like for 6 weeks via Zoom, because they couldn't do it in person, obviously. Didn't get anywhere for negotiation based on what they want. They took a break. It took like a month break, came back in August, negotiated again for like 6 weeks, whatever. You can allow that. Thanks. You can get these things of like being like, all right, cool. Like, we're gonna have these discussions and negotiations. Producers are like, so the IATSE, which is the International Association of Stage Theatrical Employees, essentially, we're saying like, hey, this is what we want. We want actual turnarounds. We want guaranteed at least 10-hour turnarounds for every crew member, because 600 right now has guaranteed 10-hour turnarounds. Grip Electric has a guaranteed 9-hour turnarounds, and that's it. Everyone else is go fuck yourself. So essentially, so actors, SAG-AFTRA have a guaranteed 12-hour turnaround in their things. So we're like, hey, we want 12s. Just give us guaranteed 12s. We'll take 10. Just give us 10. Like, give everybody 10-hour turnarounds. Doesn't matter who they are. 10-hour turnarounds, because you need to sleep. It's been scientifically proven that, like, if driving while tired is more dangerous than driving drunk. It's been scientifically proven. So they're like, we want sleep, we want actual meal time, because there have been definitely productions where they have there's this term in the industry is you're supposed to break for lunch at 6 hours, because it's a typical 12-hour day. At 6 hours, you're supposed to break for lunch. If you don't break for lunch, you incur what's called a meal penalty, and it's supposed to deter productions from, like, never breaking for lunch. That's what it's supposed to do. It's like, but it's some arbitrary number now. Like, it was set back in like the 1980s or 1970s of like $6.70 or something like that. Yeah. Back then, a lot of money. Now, not so much. They just budget for it at this point.
Which is a hilarious thought too. They don't have the money for anything else, but they're already budgeting, and the fact that they're gonna go through lunch and shit.
Yeah, and overtime and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So there's other things. So, like, what happens with meal penalties is, like, every half hour you get like $7.50 or something like that, and it goes up slightly, increments. It's like, I think the maximum for 600 is like $12.50. So, like, every half hour it's $12.50.
Yeah.
Now, what happens with some of the other locals, but what doesn't necessarily happen with 600, except for under certain contracts, we have something that's called prevailing rate. Prevailing rate is something that happens when, on the 4th meal penalty, so 2 hours after you're supposed to break for lunch, mind you, that's at someone's full work day, FYI.
Yeah.
At 2 hours, you are supposed to make, on top of your meal penalty, you're supposed to make your hourly rate at that moment. So if you're on double time, it's double time. Your hourly rate at that moment per half hour, per meal penalty. It is supposed to be a deterrent to make sure that people don't abuse their workers, right? And if they're going to, things comes up. We get it. Like, there's an issue, like there's a storm rolls through, like you only have a certain amount of time, like, hey, we can shoot the entire day out in 9 hours as opposed to 13 or 14. So let's just push through lunch. We'll do a working lunch. You can eat some
dude, I was on a
food.
commercial once where LeBron James was 6 hours late, and by the time he got there, it was supposed to be our lunch. It was for a commercial for Beats, and it was LeBron James. 6 hours late, showed up when we were about to break for lunch, went through lunch to shoot it in 3 hours of not breaking for lunch. By that time, when we finished, production was like, okay, we're done. Everyone go home.
Yeah. So in that aspect, I understand. I get it. Totally cool. I actually like it. We have something we have here called French hours too, where it's a 10-hour day, and they factor that in. You just factor in prevailing rate. Now, a lot of 600 does not get that. So I've gotten that on a few shows, but that's not typically the case with a lot of different productions. That's not a common occurrence,
right?
Because it gets very expensive. Like I said, it's supposed to be a deterrent. You're not supposed to do it. However, when you do get it, it's a nice chunk of change sometimes. That happens sometimes. But so that's where it seems like, hey, we actually want to have lunch because, like, operators can't get away to eat food. You have ACs who can't get away. You have script supervisors who can't get away. Anyone who's like needed to be on set, like department heads for like hair, makeup, wardrobe, actors. They can always eat like at their station or whatever or their chairs or whatever they need to. Like art, people who are always needed, like DPs, producers, directors, they can't get away to eat. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like they're just doing whatever. So with this, they're IATSE is like, hey, we want rest. We want actual adequate time for meals, like guaranteed meals. We want to like raise the penalties, all that sort of stuff to deter people from doing this. They want last time they got hotels and all that stuff. But the main thing is, I want to say it's there's three main things they're trying to take away. Is like we want sleep, meals, and weekend turnaround. That's what it was. And weekend turnaround. So weekend turnaround means that so typically that's at 7 a.m. on a Monday is when you start your day. That's starting work. Being on set, ready to go, ready to work at 7 a.m. That means if you have a 7 a.m. call time for me, like I had a 7 a.m. call time today in New York City, I woke up at 4:30 to get to work, to give you an idea. Woke up, had to get ready, shower, had coffee, use the bathroom, get in my car, 5:45 to drive an hour, 6:45 to find parking, find a parking spot, hope I got a spot on the set on street parking, otherwise I then have to pay $60 for a lot.
Yeah. Get
all that stuff there, get to set, be ready to go. Hopefully there's like no traffic or anything like that. Bye, ready to go, ready to work at 7 a.m. That's how it works. So that happens on Monday. By Friday, the hours can shift throughout the week. It's like you have 7 a.m. call on Monday. On Tuesday, it could be a 9 a.m. call. On Wednesday, it could be a 1 p.m. call. On Thursday, it could be a 3 p.m. call. And like you're also battling traffic and all these aspects too, by the way, depending on where you live. So on Friday, you could have what's called a Fraturday, which means you're starting work at night on Friday. So you start at like 6 p.m. on a Friday, and you get done with work at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. So you start at work, you do it all overnight, you do all those night scenes you see on movies and TVs and all that stuff. You work all night, you get done at 8 a.m. on a Saturday. And then what do you have to do? You have to start work at 7 a.m. on Monday again. So that's a 36-hour turnaround, essentially. That is guaranteed that they are productions are trying to get a 48-hour turnaround. Seems pretty reasonable, right? They have 2 days, because like what are you gonna do that Saturday? I would typically just stay up because if you're getting home at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, if you try to sleep, you're gonna sleep what, maybe 3 hours, or you're gonna sleep a full 8 hours. You're now gonna sleep till 5 p.m. Waste your entire day. Try to then go back to bed at like 10 p.m. So you've been up for 5 hours to do whatever it is that you want to do. And then try to sleep, and then reset your clock by Monday. Get the fuck out of here. It's not going to work. It's never worked. I've done it for 15 years. It's a terrible thing. It's not something that anyone needs to subject themselves to. It's a terrible way of doing work, in my opinion. It's just not feasible. You can do it like every now and then, but like, excuse me, for TV shows, for doing this constantly throughout the year, 6 months to 9 months out of the year, it fucking sucks. Yep. Really fucking sucks, and it hurts a lot of relationships and friends and families and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, pretty reasonable request, right? We want sleep, we want turnarounds, and we want to be able to eat. That's all we want. So the reason why there's an authorization strike, I know that's a long-winded response. I want to give everyone I wanted to like set up like why this is important.
No, it's important
because
people. I mean, why would anyone know this?
Yeah, nobody really understands the ins and outs of this. So what's happening is the producers came to them. Say, hey, this is all, the IATSE was like, this is what we want. Producers was like, Best I can do is 1% raise, and we don't want you to have meal breaks
Right, and
at
also
all.
just to preface, if you're not making a cost of living raise every year, you're losing money every year. If you're not making at least a 6% raise every single year, you are losing money.
They wanted to say one fucking
Yeah,
percent, 1% raise.
yeah,
It's been 3% every year. 1% Are you fucking kidding me?
yeah. That's especially because it's interesting too to look back at especially the last couple of years of how much money streaming services have made. You know,
They have literally said, we don't have money for this. And then it's like, we don't have money to pay people a living wage. We don't have money to just like, if you don't like it, find another job. And then have literally said within a week, like gone on and said, bragging about how much money they're making, record
that's always
breaking
my
profits,
favorite. It's always my favorite.
like just like making money hand over fist. Ha ha ha. Like we're the winners here and fuck fuck labor, you know?
Which is always so interesting because you think they would be more subtle about this stuff, but they have to say that they're making a lot of money for
Like shareholders
and shit. But like, and then on the other hand, they're like, oh yeah, but hey, we can't give you that raise. Sorry, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
but no one
you
fucking
know.
does anything about it. It's really fun. And you
Yeah,
can tell I'm getting animated about it
yeah.
because it's something I've been dealing with for 15 years.
Hopefully that
So
it's going to change.
yeah. So now what happens is since the producers aren't playing ball, they're like, hey, we need to come to an agreement here. And the producer's like, no, take it or leave it. 1%, no meals, take it or leave it. And they're like, well, what do we do? And the only thing they can do is strike. So what they have to do is they have to call for a strike authorization vote first. So that means they have to then all the locals go back, they go to their unions, they go to their membership, and they say, hey, here's what I just told you. Here's the whole list of shit that they're saying. You have to. We're now calling the ability for our leadership to call a strike. They're not going on strike. They're just giving the leadership the ability to go back to the negotiation table. Which, by the way, did you know this? There is so the AMPTP is a group of lawyers. IATSE,
Okay.
not lawyers.
Right.
Lawyers versus not lawyers.
Yeah. Lawyers probably
What
gonna win.
in the actual
Yeah.
fuck is that?
Yeah.
What in the actual fuck is that? Why in the actual fuck would you go negotiate with lawyers when you're not lawyers yourself? I just don't understand. Anyway, so now the leadership, who are not lawyers, can go back and if the strike passes, which we'll know tomorrow whether or not it passes or not, they can then come back to the lawyers of the producers, studios, and all that stuff and say like, look, if you don't give us what we want, we're going to stop all productions. And they have the authority to do that because their membership had voted on it and gave them the ability. So if the producers don't play ball, IATSE, which has never done this ever before in 110 years of filmmaking, has never ever done this. Never called a strike authorization, but there's always been rumors of it. They've never done it, and have never gone on strike, ever. WGA, Writers Guild, Producers Guild, DGA. DGA went on strike for like 4 hours. Writers Guild was like 2007, something like that, which had lasted like 4 months, which is why we got that like terrible year of terrible TV.
Yeah.
But like if all the workers stop working, who are working under a basic agreement, like I said, certain contracts don't have that, so it's like you can't strike in solidarity because that's a federal offense. But so if all the workers stop working, they're gonna find out real quick that they should give in to demands of the union.
Exactly.
But they can't do that until they've pulled their memberships and have given a specific amount of reasoning behind it, right? So it's like you have to have the strike authorization vote to go through. And how that works is there's 13 different locals. Locals meaning like departments of camera, wardrobe, sound, grip, electric,
Right.
blah blah blah, all that stuff. And it has to be not unanimous, but it has to be a majority vote. So within the local themselves, there has to be a 75% voting yes of eligible members to vote yes for each local. That local out of 13, there has to be 7 that say yes for the IATSE overall to then go back to the producers and like, look, our membership votes in favor of this. Give us what we want. Or they're like the moms, like, you want to pay up, or some bad things are gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, that's what's been going on, and I know that's long-winded, but and I don't really care if that's not supposed to be told or whatever. You're like, fuck the IA, not the IA, fuck the producers.
Yeah, and it's going to, well, except for me, Fuck
No, not the
union
producers. No,
Yeah.
it's like when I say the fuck the producers,
No,
I
I know,
mean
I know.
the
I'm being
studios.
facetious. I'm being facetious.
No, it's funny because that's a good point though, because producers themselves aren't the bad guys here. It's not the producers. It's the studios. It's the people.
Well, some producers are fucking bad guys.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm saying for the most part, like it's the studios or the people who are making these calls, like Disney, Netflix, Hulu, all that stuff. People who are just like, I don't fucking care. Like, oh, let's just give just double the extras for the day, having no idea what that means to what it is.
None of them know what set work is, and it's like, how could you understand the plight of your laborers when you don't know what they're doing or why it's whatever? Yeah. And it has been, obviously I'm a little biased in the sense that most of the people I would assume agree with me on this. But like my Instagram feed has all just been like, I voted yes, I vote yes, I vote, so I know a lot of people that are voting yes. Is great. I'm very happy that has happened. I'm very curious to see people who don't agree with the strike, which I don't think I would find many. I mean, I went to the strike rally on last weekend in City Hall Park, and there was a lot of people there, and it was really tight. It was great. Saw some friends I haven't seen in a long time. Felt really good to be in like a part of that energy, Very curious to see what happens. I did just hear, sorry, a teamster I know I do jujitsu with. He was telling me today that he heard that the producers are coming back to the table ever since. Like, I'm sure that they know that a strike is gonna happen. Like, there's no way you can't, or So apparently, I'm very curious. I'm very curious. I really hope, which the thing that worries me is a lot of the film guilds and unions usually don't have this much backbone. If I'm going to be completely honest,
no, they've never had this much. Backbone.
Very surprised. I am worried that the producers are going to come back and be like, well, here's a little bit more stuff, and they'll be okay, yeah, great, thank you so much. And that's not enough. That's not enough. I really hope that they don't just like shrink back and say thank you for the 350, the tree fitty, and we'll
3.5%.
Yeah, we'll shut up now. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I would hate to see more of my friends get fucked.
Yeah, it'd be nice to like, not that I need it anymore because I don't work on set anymore, but it'd be nice to, like, there used to be a thing called night premiums. So like after a certain amount of time, you get double time.
Well, the crazy thing, have you ever watched the documentary Who Needs Sleep?
I have not, but I know of it. Yeah.
Who Needs Sleep was a documentary made by oh my god,
it's not Werner Herzog. No, that's an actor.
No. I need to look this up because this is important. Who Needs Sleep was made by.
It's a famous director.
Yes. Oh my god, come on, dude.
Google is failing you right now.
It actually is failing me. Haskell Wexler.
Oh yeah, Haskell Wexler. Yeah.
His first AC, which was his camera assistant, his focus puller, his like go-to. Essentially, the first AC to the director of photography is your go-to.
It's the camera department head essentially.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes.
His first AC died driving home, shooting in L.A., driving home from a off studio shoot, super late, working long hours, drove off the road, died. So he made this documentary, Who Needs Sleep, literally talking about all this whole plight. It's actually a great thing to watch if you have no idea, if you can't really get an idea of what we're talking about. Great documentary. It's free. I think it's on Vimeo for free. And in it, they talk about up until probably the 60s and 70s, film industry was a great thing to work in. You had like, it's 9 to 5. You know what I mean? It was like people showed up to work in suits and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was a very chill existence. And then over the years, obviously, shit changed. That's like everything will get worse over time when people realize they can make more money while exploiting labor.
Exactly what I was about to say. They realize that they could get they can get people for we'll offer you more money if you stay longer.
Exactly. So great documentary to check out if you want to get an understanding of why. But the point of making this is that it used to be more chill and now it's not. So
yeah, it's really frustrating.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk about
our OG chat.
Our OG chat talk about this important topic in both Charlie and I's lives, and a lot of people we know and love, and hopefully it goes towards the better.
Yeah. So it's a big thing. It affects literally all of the entertainment industry for the most part.
It really does. It could affect me for all I fucking know.
Yeah,
and I don't even work in entertainment really anymore.
I mean, it could affect me because we rely on other shows, productions for shooting, and doing all sorts of stuff for Frame.io. But at the same time, it's just like it's very important that this gets squared away and taken care of now, because if not, it's just going to snowball. And like, if IATSE doesn't come back and have the strike authorization vote, that just means that the producers can just walk all over them, and that they have no backbone, and the memberships don't care, and we're just going to get they're gonna get fucked. I'm out of it, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, I do care, but like I don't like it doesn't affect me as
It
it
won't
would.
affect you directly like it would have.
Yeah, so it's just like so that way people can just do whatever the hell they want. So it needs to happen, and if you want to understand like a lot more of what we're talking about, there's an Instagram um, account called IA underscore stories. It's IA stories, which really highlights a lot of it's anonymous tips of people like sending in their stories of what they've been going through, like from production assistants to wardrobe to costumes to 600 to producers, line producers, all that sort of stuff. Very eye opening. Dom, if you want to put it in chat, people can take a look at it, and we'll link it below as well. Ah, fuck. Sorry, dying over here. Like I said, hopefully the coughs don't come through on the mic too much. But anyway, check that out. Definitely take a look at it. It's some really eye opening stuff, and we'll make sure to put it in our Discord as well, pinned as an announcement, so you can all check it out. But since we are the Overachievers Tangent podcast, we couldn't not have that because it's a significant thing that has affected us, and you guys have all known that I've talked about it a lot. And that's why I said like a lot of like cameras typically pay the best on a film set, but that doesn't that means that, like people are working like 18-hour days or like $20 an hour roughly on set at the lower end, and it's why people are like, well, I need the hours because they only make so much. They only make so little hourly rate that they have to in order to keep up with a certain lifestyle. So if they were paid more and worked less, they wouldn't have to work so many hours, and they don't have to worry about like cancer and mental health issues and all that sort of stuff, and like sleepiness and divorce rates and all that sort of bullshit. So not this bullshit. I'm just saying like the fact that it's like they have to go through that. But anywho, what'd you play this week?
I've been getting into video games. I've been doing the same thing I assume you've been doing, is playing New World.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of New World and some other stuff too, but go ahead. You mean Q World?
Q World. So yeah, I didn't play for the first 2 days. After 2 days, I finally set. So I wanted to join the same server as you and the whole gang. Lots of people playing on the server, really cool. Joined it for the first 2 days, couldn't get in, and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play with my friends. At that point, I'm like, everyone's gonna be ahead of me. I'm not gonna actually be able to play with anyone right now. So I said, fuck it. I started on a low pop server that had like no people on it, and now there's a lot of people on it. I hope it doesn't screw me. But for 2 days I couldn't even play and granted, I was stubborn. I should have just played. You even said it, like you paid for the game, play the game. I should have just joined it. The first day I should have joined I should have just joined a low pop server just to play. But yeah, now I've been playing very, very, not a lot though, to be honest. I'm only at level 13 or 14, I think. Going very slow because I have like a million miniatures to paint for Warhammer. But like the game it is very well. I think the thing that I like the most about it. Oh, hey, yeah, evening pod. Crazy schedule for Charlie and I. And Chef is raiding right now, so we decided to do evening pod tonight. The world is absolutely beautiful. The world building is like, wow. Like there's some cliffs I've been on, like, and just looking out, I'm like, holy shit, this is a lot of detail, and it's like a pretty big map too.
For MMO,
yeah. It is very pretty. I haven't decided what I like the most in terms of like a play style. I'm sure I'll get to that point later in the game anyway. It doesn't really. I'm sure it doesn't matter right now as much. Yeah, I'm sure. I really do like spellcasting stuff. I think that's really nice. Also the combat is really cool because MMOs, it's not usually it's usually fixed targeting, right? Most MMOs, you click, you have a target, you mash buttons whether you're shooting at it or you're meleeing. But in this game, it is straight up aim to hit, whether it be melee, whether it be casting or shooting things. You're straight up aiming to hit. I feel like that is usually unheard of in an MMO. And it's really fun to have live blocking also, which is cool, which is not usually a thing. You have block chance and dodge chance and all that shit, It's cool to actually have to dodge and block and to shoot and fight in real time, which is not usually a thing. And when you have like you're in a woods, you got to kill 14 lynxes to go do this thing, and you got other people doing the same thing, and then you got some PvP dudes trying to get whatever. It is an element to it that's pretty, yeah, skill based MMO, exactly. Um, it is actually more
Enjoyable.
exciting, I think,
Yeah.
compared to like like I love the Old Republic, Star Wars Old Republic, but like it is just that I'm target that giant robot. I'm smashing one, which is my melee, smashing two to do something else real quick and done, right? Or I'm a bounty hunter. I'm just shooting. I'm just smashing one to shoot, or right click or whatever it is. To actually, and things seem a little stronger in this, and I assume because you have an actual dodge and all that shit. Um, I've died quite a bit. I don't know. I'm also like probably under leveled for the things I should be doing. I should be doing more side quests to boost up level. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing
It
or
is.
not. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
But like to be able to like just straight up like, oh, this bear is about to charge me. I better dodge. I don't know. It makes it more exciting. And then like for the people who are chopping trees down right next to you, they oh this bear is like oh I go fight this bear or this guy. Whatever. It's tight. It's tight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun if you can actually get in the world. So this is
Yeah,
this is gonna drive a little bit of this is gonna split the vote a little bit, but I'm very much under the guise of like if a game if I pay for a game like an MMO, like I'll give it a little bit of like day one blues, fine, server time, server
yeah.
queues, great, cool, whatever. It's been a week and there's still crazy amount of server queues. Hellfire's 1100 in the queue right now to get in for video game. I should not personally be penalized for trying to play a game that I purchased
Yes.
online.
Yes.
And so
yes,
for
yes,
that,
yes, yes.
I will straight up just say I have pretty much made an auto macro key to keep myself in game, and I'm perfectly fine to say that. Oh, you're at 876 now. Great, you've gone down 400 or 350 queue points. Great.
We've been live for 40 minutes. That means 40 minutes ago you were 11.
That's actually not bad. But like I just like yeah, and the hooch is well, you know what? Your queue. I tried to make a character on your server, and there's like a 900 person queue when I tried to do it. So I'm not fucking doing it. I deleted the character and went to some other crazy random server.
I'm actually starting the game right now because I want to see if my low pop server now at 8 p.m. East Coast time, which is probably a busy time.
Yeah, on a Sunday night, it might be fine. But anyway, so like I'm not proud of doing this, but like. In order to be able to play, because like I'm not going to play during like I wake up now early at like 6:30 in the morning to play because I get 2.5 hours to play New World before I have to work. And so while I'm there, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna. I know there are a lot of people just like running into walls and doing some auto hotkey stuff. Like I'm just chopping trees down or whatever in the fucking woods. Automatically, it happens. I have it randomized between 5 seconds and 30 seconds when it hits the key to fucking hit chop. And it does some other stuff too. So it randomizes. It's really hard to detect for macro stuff, macro detection. But at the same time, like, if I should not have to be penalized as a player who wants to play when I want to play with someone who I want to play with or friends or whatever, just because Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the fucking world, cannot understand.
It's not the biggest.
How to do a server cap.
Yes.
A 2,000 person server cap? Are you fucking insane? How did you not understand the amount of desire for a game? Granted, I understand they have we have 50 to 100 worlds. Yeah, but even still, how do you not understand that 2,000 people to a server is it's not Battlefield here. It's like what are you doing?
Right.
I don't know if anybody can pull up whoever who's watching us live right now at twitch.tv/OG podcast. If you can, if you can pull up some.
So my low pop server, I joined instantly, so that's nice at least. But I purposely I found a low pop server and that sucks because you want to play a massive multiplayer online game with your friends. That's the point, not the point of it, but that's one of the great things about doing this is that you're playing with a shit ton of people, right? Like,
yeah.
If I will say if things don't change, so they're gonna do server transfers. If That's right, so I joined Hellfire. Or I do have a character on Hellfire server. We went to a server that wasn't supposed to have big streamers on it, and we got big streamers there. Which if when server transfers come soon. If by that point they haven't increased the population of the servers and I can't move to a server where I have a bunch of my friends playing, I'm probably not going to keep playing this game. I'm
Yeah.
not going to solo play this game. I don't give a shit enough about it.
I will probably transfer off of the server to somewhere else so we can actually play together.
Oh, then maybe we'll do that then. Yeah, maybe.
Because like honestly, like the only person that like I enjoy playing with at the moment is Hellfire, and we were grouped for like the first part of the game, and then he's now like level like 67 or something like that. So
yeah. Wait, what is level cap anyway?
60.
60?
But no, he's like 42 or something like that.
So yeah, like the dude Chuck who I do a game of the beer with, he's getting a little higher. He did a dungeon the other day. He said it was really fun. There I do want to do end game stuff. The game is well made. Like I said, the combat is cool, but if they don't change these things that allows me to play with people I gotta play with randos. Sure, I don't fucking want to play with randos.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to play with my buds.
And the hooch in the chat, if you're not watching on YouTube, where you can actually see the whole chat on the screen here. Yeah, Dahooch was saying the server cap was set when the plan was allowed for cross-server communication and social. That feature didn't make it in for launch, which is all sorts of kind of fucking stupid on Amazon part. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're gonna have a server cap, but then you don't give the reasons, or you don't allow, or you don't have the technology in place to actually make it a good reason for it.
Interesting.
What the fuck are you doing?
Interesting.
What the fuck are you doing?
That is very interesting. Okay, I guess.
To quote Red versus Blue, who's running this army?
Nice. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll.
You left us, Huge. I went on the server, and I just did. You could have auto hotkeyed with me. It should be fun. They should have said something. Yes, they absolutely should have. No, I mean, look. If they said because of the population thing, like, yeah, we were on we were supposed to get like one streamer. The streamers on our guild, whatever. It's some fucking guy named Bash or whatever. It's like if we can transfer off, I'll fucking transfer off in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just going with the Hellfire. It's like, oh, we're gonna be at a low pop server. We might as well band together.
Which is funny because I came in launch day and that server was not low pop. I'm curious.
Number 3 in all the servers. Number 3 in all the servers. Well, actually, it's funny. It's my old. Yeah, they did fire up a shit ton of new servers very quickly.
It
but
doesn't
like
fix the problem, though.
It doesn't fix the problem.
Yeah, I'm playing the game, but I want to play with my boys. I want to play with when are they doing the server transfers?
They said within 2 weeks. So my guess would be sometime. Well, because next week is 1 week. So
all right. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot.
See.
It's funny because as much as I do actually, so I've this is actually the first time in a while that I've actually been like, okay, I'll play this game because I don't really have that time anymore to play to devote to MMOs.
Yeah. I don't have time.
But of course,
I'm not gonna sit in queue for it.
Right. And of course, right now though, I just got a surgery for my knee that's been bothering me for months. So I in about a week or two, I can finally start doing jiu-jitsu again. So a lot of times I'm gonna do that. I have a bunch of travel stuff coming up, and like I said, I'm playing a Warhammer tournament on October 24th that requires my full army to be painted, and they're not. So I had to paint a lot of stuff before October 24th. So I'm gonna try to put a lot of time into this, but it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah,
they said within 2 weeks, which means they hope they can figure all this shit out in 2 weeks exactly.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I have friends playing, like my old guildmates from KOT is playing on Nino Kuni. So if that's the case, I don't know what server that is, but when it comes down to it, I play with those guys a lot. So like we just be like, hey, let's all switch over to Nino Kuni, and just say fuck it and go for it, because I mean it's fine, but like I haven't like grouped up with anyone outside of Hellfire.
No one. I mean,
what is it like? There's no benefits. Like, there's no like, oh, you get extra Constitution or you get extra like health points or hit attack or whatever that I've noticed. I could be wrong. I haven't really looked into it. But still, I'm not really like. If you find a server we can fit on, we'll be there. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, we still have like a little bit of time to figure out the server thing.
Once they go live, once they go live with the server transfers, then we'll have a conversation in our Discord.
Funny. We actually should. I just realized when server transfers are live, we should give it like a day or two because everyone's gonna do the same shit.
You're not wrong.
Everyone in high pop servers and go, oh, here's a low pop server. Let's join it. Boom. Suddenly the low pop servers are high pop servers. We should give it like for all we know, after transfer change, Tritonis could be like low. It could be chill.
It could be lit.
It could be the place to be.
Fucking fire, bro.
That means I'll have to delete my level 1. I should just do that right now. I don't even know why I even have a level 1 on Tritonis still. Just delete it
from my 14. No, just keep your because you have to keep the name because it's
Oh, I know.
Another dumb thing is you can have one name per entire game
Yeah, so
with
I have
millions of people.
So with Tritonis, I have Ashi Pastrami for the whatever one I'm on right now. I have Ashi Salami. Uh,
Stupid.
then I'll go. What other deli meats rhyme with or end with E?
Ashi bologna.
Ashi bologna, Ashi capellini, Ashi. I actually have to figure out this Ashi spaghetti. That works. All these work. It doesn't have to be deli meat. It could be any Italian
Ashi
thing, right?
lasagna.
Uh, Ashi, yeah. Well,
Ashi
Ashi
rigatoni.
rigatoni. Whoa, actually, Ashi rigatoni is pretty funny.
Ashi penne.
Ashi,
Ashi.
Larry, what? Ashy Larry, that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck. My life's a joke. Um, this is really fun. This is fun. This was fun. Remember this? Remember we doing this? This is fun.
Yeah. Good times. But yeah, so anyway, the game's definitely enjoyable. I'm having a blast with it, even though I'm
Well
doing
made. If
AFK
you could get
farming with
in,
it.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so I would just say fuck it. I just AFK farm and like.
Well, let's talk about actual mechanic stuff because you bring up farming. What are you farming and why?
So I'm farming iron and silver for the most part to be able to make new weapons.
So is that okay? So crafting does seem pretty important in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I remember someone in Hellfire server talking about, or it might have been ours, talking about, oh, my weapon is this level. Should I be crafting? And everyone was like, yes, your weapons are way too low, or something. I don't know, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So crafting is important in the game.
It is, yeah. It seems to be. I mean, Hellfire is the master crafter at this point because he's like almost 200 woodworking or something like that.
So to get higher levels in crafting, you have to craft, and that means you have to farm to get the materials to craft. Okay.
Yes.
So should I be at level 14? Should I just be crafting shit right now? Should I just be crafting?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you want to get your engineering up to level 50, and that's just like
what?
Engineering is like when you go to your workbench and you make some stuff, not your camp, but your workbench. So like it's where you craft some. You'll see on the left-hand side like the name of it, and you'll see a little icon that determines like what is adding to it. Which I found out today. Like if you go to Armorsmith and you start making some like spears, it's going to count towards engineering. It's not going to count towards armorsmithing, or weaponsmithing, which doesn't make any fucking sense because I'm at the forge. But whatever. But yeah, so you get the nice thing is this is something I really liked in Guild Wars is you actually get experience for crafting and farming and all that stuff. So like you can actually, I know like Tririn, who's a KOT and has been in our server for a long time. Like he's level 19 or 20 just from crafting and farming. He hasn't done any quests at all. So, but yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, you should be gathering, chopping. Yeah, so I'm like doing all the above. So.
ABC, always be crafting, baby. You know it.
But yeah, so craft what you want, like depending on the build that you're going for. Like I'm doing a tank build. I'm doing a tank and heal off tank.
Okay, great.
Skill.
You know what? Let's stop you there. Also, great point. What level are you right now, Charlie?
23.
So at 23, are you already thinking about and putting in attributes to tank in endgame? Or is that you get to endgame, then you could respec and do that and go from blah, blah, blah?
I'm just having fun. Like during like the first day, like Hellfire was talking about like we did everything in Constitution to level 30. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing everything in health and Constitution until level 30, and then I'll split it.
Okay, that's what I heard you say, and that's what I've been doing too.
Yeah, you can survive, man. Like I have 4,000 health at level 23. It's ridiculous.
Great. Yeah,
it's
so
insane.
Like if I look now, I'm at level 13. My Constitution is at 39. That's all. I did a couple things of intelligence.
You don't need it in strength or whatever. Like what? Like, but you can fucking survive like a motherfucker. So
right.
Yeah, exactly. The increase in damage is small. The increase in health is huge. Yeah, absolutely. You should definitely be doing Constitution for everything.
Okay. Good to know.
But yeah, so I just been messing around with a couple different weapons and like Guild Wars 2 as well. Like depending on what weapon you have equipped is determining your abilities and attack styles. So which is nice. You can have two different ones. So like I have the sword and board for main hand, and then I have a life staff for heals and just like AOE range or whatever that I want to just hit people with that I'm like running in. And I'm not high enough level for like the demon invasion stuff. And I'm just like pew pew pew, and then trying not to dive when they try to aggro me. And I was like, run away. But yeah. Immediately hits the respec button. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. Try it, Hooch. It's great. Hit the respect. Go for it. It's a lot of fun. So
6,000 health. Yeah, it's crazy.
it's a lot, and it's great, and it could be. It's a lot of fun to fun, and yeah,
So like,
exactly. So
I'm at my workshop. My workshop, is that what you're talking about before?
workshop, yes.
Okay.
If you look at the top
So
right, you'll see where it says like the skill level, like engineering, armor smithing, weaponsmithing, all that sort of stuff.
wait, where do you see this?
It's
Oh,
very
engineering skill is at 0.
Yeah. So if you so if you're looking at the items names, right? So say like the bow one, right? Just
Okay.
look at a bow. To the at the very far right of that
I don't even
screen,
have the bow.
it'll say like 0 with a little gear icon or something like that. Or
Yes.
so the
Yes.
gear icon, if you look at the gear icon and then look at the top right of your screen, you'll
Got
see it's
it.
the same.
Oh, I got it. Got it. So what should I be crafting then? Anything? Like I can't really make many things right now. Should I just make whatever I can make?
Yeah,
Should I
make whatever
a
you can. You get like, and while you're out, like go and farm. Like you're like, oh well, I want to gear up my my engineering, so therefore I need to mine because engineering gets you better crafting or gathering skills. So like you start at like flint, knife, flint, sickle, all that stuff. Then you go to iron sickle, and then you go
Got
to
it,
steel,
got it,
and then you go to
Simon.
what is it? Star metal, whatever it is. I don't know. Anyway, it's like engineering's the way you get there. So I've been
Yo, I'm
working
getting
on that.
fucking learned right now.
Yeah. So like I'm at 52 engineering or something like that. So, but yeah, and it's just you just find something like, hey, what is the least amount of materials to make the most amount of items, and you start to craft that way.
Mm,
So like a lot of it is you're gonna need a lot of timber, you're gonna need a lot of iron.
yes.
That's what I've been doing. Been
Neither
farming a
which
lot
I
of
have.
timber and a lot of iron. So
Is
I will
iron
like
just rock? Are you going to rocks?
yeah, just go on rocks. And there's a
map.
Hellfire. Yeah, there's a map for wars and whatnot. I just parked myself at like a big iron node and just let it fucking run. Like this morning, like I woke up and I was at like 1200 health, 1200 capacity, and I
son.
couldn't move or do anything. Resource map, yes.
Oh, but that's stone though. That's not iron.
No, stone.
Stone,
iron.
stone gives stone.
Stone gives stone. Iron gives iron. They're completely different things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta find iron then.
Yeah, iron. Yeah, iron.
Iron.
They're typically they look like rusty metal poop.
I feel like I just learned so much about a game I've been playing already now.
No, timber does not come from mature trees. That's ancient wood. Comes from, or not ancient wood. Something starts with an A. I don't know what it is. Timber comes from is young trees. You craft it into timber. Yeah.
I'm just learned how to play this game, everybody.
It's
3
just-
seconds ago.
Yeah, I mean that's just. I mean the nice thing is that we've just been. So the reason too is my wife and I like to sit and watch television in the couch, and like I'll like to play something, and like I'm also playing games on my phone, which we'll talk about, and but like I've been like just wanting to craft and want to play. Like if I want to log in, like after I'm done with work, like I now have to wait until like 11 p.m. to play, and then I'm going to bed anyway. It's like I'm not going to play. So what's the point of playing? Like what's the point of me giving them $40 if I'm not going to stay queued in? And I understand Q Burger's dissent with me being like, you're the reason why the people are like the server caps are shit because of like all this stuff. Like yes, but also it's not my problem. It's Amazon's fault. They just had to, even if they doubled it to 4,000, I would be okay with that because the queues wouldn't be that long.
Right.
Like just double it.
Yeah, for sure. You're not wrong.
Sorry.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just like honestly, it's not that big a ask. Just be like, hey, it's 2,000. Just make it to 4,000 or even
Right.
5, and it'd be fine. It'd solve a lot of problems. You don't need to spin up 100 more servers. Just take the 50 servers and double the capacity.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
exactly. Double size. I would have had a queue. Exactly. So you can play. So like, I don't have to have my computer on all goddamn day long, queued
Right.
in, like spinning in a fucking circle. Like
Right.
I can just play when I want to play. That's what makes sense. But then when you Thanos, because we'll run out of Thanos. Well, why didn't Thanos just snap his fingers and double the resources for everyone?
Ah, what a hilarious. Oh, that's actually hilarious. God damn it. I don't even know what to say to you right now. That was so funny. You're not. Yeah, let's commit genocide.
Why is it always
Touche.
death and destruction? Why can't it just be, oh, we're going to help everyone? Or make resources
'Cause
spawn faster. Yeah.
that's socialism, pal. Okay.
Socialism is when it's not when the government does things; it's when the workers own the means of production. FYI.
Exactly. There you go.
Anyway, so yeah, New World's great. I'm a big fan. When you can play,
When you can play, it's great.
it's really good. Hopefully, we'll know in the next week or so. By the time we do this next podcast, we'll be able to tell people, hey, we have a new server. Come play with us. But
yes, hopefully soon enough.
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what Amazon has to say. 2,000 server cap is a fucking stupid idea. Despite their good ambitions for having social change, we saw very quickly with Marvel Avengers are like, oh, new content's coming out soon. Like this new feature that we've had we wanted to release the game with is coming out soon. 18 months later.
Right.
So.
Exactly. Man, crazy. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Bitch and complain about it.
Bitch and complain. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite.
But yeah, But anyway, so there's also another game been playing.
Ooh, another game.
There's another game.
Not
The mobile game yet.
Here?
There's more games.
Excuse
me. Not going to talk about the mobile game just yet because, and I'm going to steal this from Chef because it's his own goddamn fault because he decided to raid instead of hang out with us because priorities. His real life friends ish as opposed to his digital friends ish. So, Diablo 2 Resurrection is out.
Oh, not played.
I know you haven't played because you're on the boycott for Blizzard, which is fine.
Not buying.
Not buying.
I'm not buying Blizzard stuff until they change their shit.
And that's a great philosophy, and I would totally keep with you on that. Except I have pre-ordered it on PlayStation before that all happened, and it is next to impossible to stop a pre-order on PlayStation. I've tried.
Yeah, the only time things were different were. Cyberpunk. They actually did for Cyberpunk, right? That's how bad Cyberpunk was.
Yeah. Well, that was CD Projekt Red authorizing refund requests.
Right.
But it was just But anyway, I have to say it's a lot of fun. With the exception of talking about server issues, that game also has server issues.
Right.
Where like I couldn't log in I made like an assassin. I got to like level 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
I finished the first act. And I was like, well, I can't log in. It's like it was having some queue problems. Like, all right, I guess as me being a trophy whore, like to go around and like one of the trophies is to get a level 99 hardcore character. So I was like, I'm going to start a hardcore character offline so I can just do it. So I'm doing it. I'm now level 27 Necro. I'm in Act 3.
There you go.
And yeah, I think Avengers is coming to Game Pass now, so I cannot so I cannot have fun for free. So, you would think so. That's so you cannot have fun for free, exactly.
Right.
But anyway, I'm surprisingly enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I'm just doing a full was it a fishymancer, which is just like you just cast out all your skeletons and they just do all the work for you. I'm just doing full skeleton mastery build.
There you go.
It's fun.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it's like I'm having a good time. It's pure nostalgia. That's all. It is pure
the
nostalgia.
game. It looks like oh shit. Sorry, if you haven't guessed yet, I'm playing New World.
Right now. You actually are in the game, so yeah, play.
I'm doing. I told you, the server I'm on is so low population. Thank God, it stayed this way.
We're all coming to Ashy server as well.
Coming to how do you tell your server?
You have to log out, and it'll tell you what server you're on.
Oh, I'm too lazy to do all that. Why does it show me my server?
Hashtag server is what it should be, or backslash server is what it should be. But it's not going to. Anyway, it's fun. I enjoy it. Chef's also been playing it a lot, so I'm curious to hear his take on it.
Chef's playing it?
Yeah, Chef's playing. Didn't you see in our chat? He's been playing so many games lately. He's been playing D2R, World of Warcraft Tier 5, as well as Valor Legends, which we'll talk about in a minute. So,
Valor Legend? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's the mobile game we've all been playing. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay. You still got some more stuff on New World?
No, I don't have anything on New World, but I'm saying I was done with New World.
Okay, then yeah, let's talk about that. Whatever the fuck you're talking
about. So we have Stan to thank. So Gotta Plan Stan, who's a active member over at Discord at discord.me/OG Podcast, and he introduced us to a game, like a gacha style game that's very similar to Summoner's War.
Oh yes,
and
I remember seeing this now.
AFK Arena called Valor Legends, and it is surprisingly a lot of fucking fun. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
And we're on. If anyone wants to play and download the game, we're playing. There's different servers you can choose, and we are surprisingly it has no server issues. We're on S120, and and so we're it's just a lot of fun. Like I was just like whatever. I'll download something. Stan was talking about it. Yeah, I'll try it out. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll try it for a day. Because I tried it while we were traveling to Europe. And I've stuck with it, man. Like, I was like, it's like, I'll give it $1. Sure, here's a fucking $1, whatever.
Yeah.
Unlock a character, get some gear for it. All right, cool, whatever. And now I spent $30 in the game. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's I've been like, I really like the strategy of it. There's a lot to do with it, and I feel like I'm actually progressing in the game at a reasonable rate. Doesn't feel too hard. And the nice thing is too, like, if I'm at a point where like I can't get past, like, I'll just come back tomorrow. I feel no pressure to play. So
shit, dude, tight.
You don't need to log out. Just hit game menu in bottom right hand corner. So there you go. So that's how you check your server.
Wait.
Hit menu. Game menu's top right, and then look bottom left.
Oh,
bottom
roll
right.
the Zugen.
East Coast.
Zugen. Huh?
East Coast or West Coast?
East Coast.
Coast. Coast.
Yeah.
Coast to coast with Ghost.
Yeah. So this server is seconds to join. Not even. I just joined. So.
All right, we're all going to last year's server.
Come through.
We'll see.
Actually,
anyway.
you know what? Maybe don't come through. What am I saying?
Anyway, we're gonna give it some time, and when we find out what we're gonna do,
and we'll do that. Yeah, we'll.
But anyway, Valor Legends is a lot of fun. If you want to play S120, you can message me, Vash, in game. We're there. We have a channel set up for it on our Discord. I'm also gonna be doing some changes to our Discord too. I'm just gonna like set it up kind of like what A&R did, because they're smart. I'm dumb. I haven't had time to do it. I'm also really the only one doing stuff on the Discord anyway. So, so I'm just gonna get that set up so that way, if you don't want to see all the crazy amount of channels we have for our Discord, you can just deselect shit and be fine. And yeah, the like Stan just said, and yeah, the daily resources they give us for free are enough to actually be often to able to start progressing again after you get them. Yeah, for like if I'm having a hard time on a level, I'll just give it like a day or two. I'll give it a day, let it go. I mean, RNG is RNG in that game, but at the same time, for like pulling heroes to be able to feed to it and to upgrade your other heroes, very much Summoner's War in that regards. It's just fun. It's a fun little free mobile game. The devs are very active in the Discord and on Reddit. Like, they respond to stuff. I know Stan was saying that he had like a suggestion, and then it was hot patched into like the next day. So, but yeah.
Okay.
I need more gear for my characters in Valor Legends. You need to join a guild. If you haven't joined our guild already, you should definitely join our guild, Hooch, so that way you can get all that gear from doing all the guild dungeons, because then you can get the currency for that, and then you can start buying all your currency, all your items. Which, by the way, if you're playing this game, FYI, do not dismantle or absorb any 2-star gold, 2-star purple items. Save that shit. 1-star purple, fair game. 2-star purple items, don't get rid of them. So, I'm in your guild already. Oh, you joined today. Well then, okay. Well then, fine. You'll be in the magic store. Depending if you get the they like have a $20 offer that's like gives you like a shit ton of gems in the game. It's very good amount of gems that they give you. It's a great offer. It's a lot of value in that game. You can do a lot of shit, and I've that's that and no, I think I've only spent $21. So I only got the $1 offer and the $20 offer. That's it. So it's definitely worth it. But it's fun. You should try it, Dom.
Mobile game.
I'm just saying, it's fun. Peer pressure. You're not playing Marvel Future Revolution anymore, which also had an update recently. Now there's level 110 is the maximum level with a new area, the Dormammu's Dark Dimension, Dark Realm, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know.
Dormammu.
Fun. I already beat the story level. I'm still at 103. Apparently, the only way you can progress in to get more experience is to do the PvP area, which is bullshit. So I probably am not going to be playing that game for about long.
Yeah,
So
like that.
gear does mean a lot of stuff, but I'm saying like crit and whatever. So the new MFR patch has even pulled me away from Valor Legends. Me too. I'm waiting for a new character in MFR. That's what I'm waiting for. I've been hoarding all my crates and whatnot, ready for the new character to come through. And I really hope that new character is fun. And if it's not, I'm probably not going to play it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was really big on that game, but it's just really, it's too RNG heavy, and
Yeah.
the difficulty goes like way up, way too fast.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just could not feel like I could progress without spending a shit ton of money, and I have 4 characters level 100 right now.
What are you spending money on that game though?
So you spend money at chances to get shit. Sound familiar?
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds about right, unfortunately.
Yeah. But frustrating, but I hope they fix their stuff, and I hope they had come out with some new stuff, because I really like Future Revolution. It's kind of fun, but I'm also not going to keep my iPad on all day long to get a 10% of a level.
Yeah, for sure.
Not doing it. I did that shit for Black Desert Mobile, and that's what like made me stop playing that game. But I like the fact that you know what MFR needs to do is they need to implement more ways of using the rest of your alts somehow in the game, because that's something that Black Desert Mobile started to do. They have like these tower events where like you can take your characters who you're not playing and send them on tower runs, and they would get experience and items and stuff for your squad.
Yeah.
Super awesome concept. Use the people you've already. It gives you more reason to go back and actually play those characters and level them up and do some shit,
Right.
other than just for shits and giggles, for something to do.
Yeah.
But and they have a lot of like I've come back to Black Desert Mobile and played. They have like 19 different classes in that game now, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I've just been playing the new characters as they come out, level up to 60, and then be done. So yeah, it's fun. I really hope that they come up with new stuff. I hope the new character is good. And do we have does anyone know in the chat if we have a release date for Mystic yet or no? Hopefully. But yeah, that's my problem too, BD. Is my problem with MFR when I was playing was when you get to the point where you can play PvP, you automatically have to go up against Krakens. Yep, that's exactly.
Yeah.
People who have spent a shit ton of money get to one-shot me. And I am at like, my Captain Marvel's at like 720k power. So not insignificant, but also not bad. I spent $100 in that game. That's it. That's all I spent. But I'm not spending any more on it.
No.
I'm not getting the second run of the pass. I'm not getting any additional alpha gem shit. I keep trying to like get like these every time I get like 1800 crystals in MFR, then I'll like take my chance at a opening 10 boxes of costumes, hoping I'll get the one set piece that I need to complete my set for Midgardia. Nope, not getting. So
Here's a question. So, through Prime Gaming, there's a loot for New World. Where do we get that at?
it's prime.gaming. Or I'm sure, I think it's gaming.
Where does it come in game though?
It's automatically in your costumes. So as long as you link your two together, which if you haven't done your drops too, by the way, do your drops.
My drops? What does that mean?
Yeah, so like how when we used to do drops for like trying to get a Valorant key back in the day, you can watch certain streamers to get actual skins.
Where are my skins at?
It's under costumes. So if you right click on an item, go all the way down to the bottom of the right click, you'll see something called skins.
Hey,
now you
look
change
at
the
that.
skins for everything.
Oh, look at all these masks and shit.
Yeah, right.
I swashbuckler hatcher.
And it's a shame too, because I really like Marvel Future Revolution. The game looks gorgeous. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, but it's just at the same time, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just grinding for the sake of grinding. Just let it fucking play on auto all day long, like at the same spot every day. No. Also, has anyone found a good spot to level outside of Dark Dimension or the Dark War, whatever the fucking thing is called, the hourly war thing you have a day or whatever? Because I haven't found a spot for it. Like it's like a spot that's really good for EXP boosting. So I don't know. Because I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to do the PvP thing. It's just like we do like a 1 hour war session, which is fine. Where like you go in, you do your thing, you tag all the mobs, but it's like you have to actively be playing that game for an hour. Like that's my lunch hour. I'm not gonna fucking
Yeah,
like,
right.
actively for that. I have other shit to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's it. That's all I got for games that we've been playing. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. I'm curious to hear what Chef has to say once he gets back to talk about tier 5 rating in WoW. But
That boy is raiding.
always be raiding, bro.
Was raiding.
How's your sober October going?
Oh, I told you about that?
I saw you guys. We're doing it too.
Yeah. I don't really drink that much anyway. It's
I
really
do.
just Mallory and solidarity.
I need to stop.
I barely drink at all. And I was like, oh, I'm not drinking. I'm like, oh, I'm not drinking with you. Clamor's coming over Tuesday to play Warhammer, so he's gonna probably force me to drink because he's the worst. But
No, just tell him that you're doing it. You're doing the Alex Purifoy sober.
yeah, I mean, Clamor comes over. We play Warhammer. He brings over like a 24 pack of seltzer, and we go through it. Usually what our Tuesdays are.
Yeah, we'll tell him you're not drinking because I'm not drinking. Amanda's not
Yeah,
drinking.
I mean, it'll be fine. I'm just being a brat.
It's just good because we like. So the crazy thing is, like, I drank so much beer and ate so much schnitzel while I was in Germany and
as you
Switzerland.
should.
I lost 5 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
you
guess
lost?
I lost weight eating and drinking while away.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Just goes to show the food in America is shit.
Oh, absolute shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's so funny. Fuck.
It's also we walk the shit
Side
ton,
question: have you done any more Warhammer stuff yet?
Nope.
Wow, dude. What the fuck?
When have I had time to have Warhammer? I don't have time to play New World. That's why I have the game playing for me.
Well, now you have all the time since the game's playing for you.
That's true. I do have now the game's playing for me.
Well, I'm playing a tournament. And I told Mallory, I said, hey, I'm never gonna do anything stupid with this. You know, blah, blah. That was a lie. I'm playing an official ITC tournament on the 24th. You need, full 2,000 point army. It needs to be battle ready, which means it needs to be like nearly fully painted. There's like some exceptions. It needs to be all like legit models, like no proxy, like third party resin, like printed shit. Yeah, I'm doing an actual tournament on the 24th. It should be fun. But yeah, I have a million things to paint, which is hilarious. But very excited for that. Warhammer has become my favorite hobby I've ever had, and I wish I started it way sooner, but it's okay because, still a young boy. So
you just need a better paying job so you can afford more shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But what was I gonna say? Me and Clamor play every week now. Clamor is our one buddy who's also from the film industry. We play every week, which has been super fun. Of course, Clamor has the exact counter to my army, so I can't beat him. I gotten very close, but he is literally playing the perfect counter. Yeah. There's one other army that could be even better counter, and of course that's his second fucking army.
I need to get into it now that I still need to maybe I'll make it a point this week to at least finish priming everything.
There you go.
I will do
Mallory
that.
got me an airbrush, which has been really cool. Little.
That's cool.
Which makes priming way easier. Funny enough. I wish I did this so much sooner, but I was like very stubborn. I was like, I don't need an airbrush. I could paint prime, and it works. You can do it. Turns out airbrush is a lot easier. Fun fact, if anyone's wondering.
The push air onto air onto things. That's why it's an airbrush.
Yeah. So there's a little compressor. So.
Yeah. I know how. I was just being facetious.
You hear it?
Yes. You're just painting your microphone now.
No, I clean this every time. This is a clean ass airbrush, baby.
Yeah.
I ain't clean. Cool. I clean the shit. So painting has become way easier, which has been very nice. Yes, it's an airbrush on fire. Yeah. Where was I going with this?
I don't know. You're asking me if I had, dived into your silly habit. That's all. It's always been an ASMR pod. Come on.
What'd you say?
Have you used your hairbrush to make pizza yet? Yes.
How could I do that? Please let me know. I would let me know how I could use an airbrush to make pizza because I'll gladly do it. I love pizza so much.
You'll try it. We will absolutely give it a go. But yeah, no. Where is that tournament?
It's what is that area? Clinton Hill. It's off the court. I think
Oh,
it's the Court Street G or whatever. So the Brooklyn Strategist.
what
Um,
day is the 24th? I don't even know. I'm looking up the date. The
Probably a
24th is a
Sunday. They
Sunday.
usually
Yeah.
do Sunday tournaments. Super excited for that. Super excited. I'm gonna get smashed. As long as I beat one person, that's all I care about. That's all I care about.
That sounds fun.
Currently finishing up my Hellbrute.
Yo, that looks dope as fuck.
I messed it up. I meant to do some effect on it today, and I messed up the paint scratched off.
That looks super cool.
Very excited. Using some metallic paint on it. Whoa, when you look at it like this way, it looks really bad. Uh, yeah, super excited for this guy.
Wow. I need to step on my game.
Some of my Terminators I'm trying to finish up. Beep, 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 beep. Yes. Yeah, the side hustle is definitely the airbrushing the t-shirts. That's definitely the side hustle. You fucking ding dong. Don't disrespect my toys, as Mallory likes to call them, my toys.
I mean, hey, whatever makes you happy.
Hey, they're miniatures, okay? First and foremost. No, they're toys.
What are they
Don't
miniatures
play with
of?
Toys. Toys. They're toys.
They're
It's all
miniatures
toys.
of full scale models.
No, there's no full scale model, no.
That would be great. Play with full scale
Well,
models.
I mean, actually, Bandai I think makes a full scale couple like Space Marines. Um, yeah,
Sweet. We have
that's
a
all I
list.
wanted to say. I just want to talk about my Warhammer. That's all. Don't mind
Always.
me.
I don't mind it. It's cool. I like it. I do need to get back into it. So
It,
I'm gonna make it a
it's
point
slow.
this week.
It's annoying. You know, what got me really excited was seeing people play for the first time. I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I want to do this now. And that's when I was like, oh,
Maybe I'll come visit you for your tournament on the 24th.
yeah, coming out. Yeah, dude. Shit. I'd buy an OG podcast airbrush t-shirt. You know what? I'm gonna make one just for you, OSU, and Hellfire too. I don't want him to get upset. He's so sensitive. He gets upset when we do things for other people, not him.
He gets upset when he pronouns someone.
He's like a little golden retriever. Like you got to give him the attention, or else he gets upset. He's a sensitive boy, you know. So
Little Archie.
is Archie sensitive when you
He
play
is
with,
lately. Yeah.
when you play with like Ronan or something?
Yeah. He very
You
much.
play with me. Mer.
Yeah. For the most part.
That's funny.
Right. Anything else? Anything else coming up? Anything coming out that you're looking forward to?
Things we talked about. The Sony presentation was great. Obviously, like God of War. We talked about that already. Like God of War. I know it's not for a while. That like between that and Breath of the Wild 2 are the two games I'm most excited for. Um, Especially Breath of the Wild 2. Jesus, I can't wait. I didn't even know they were. I mean, it's funny. They didn't even plan on doing a second game. They had so much DLC stuff. They're like, fuck it, we're gonna make another game. Which is a good place to be in. Like, what a treat to have so much content for a game. They're like, all right, we're gonna make a whole other game out of this. I don't know. No, nothing new besides what we've already talked about. So,
Sweet.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Neither you say Metroid Dread, I'm gonna quit you. Yeah.
I probably won't get if someone gives it to me because I've always been a big Metroid fan. I'm very excited for Metroid Prime 4. Very excited for that game if it ever comes out at this point. Like fuck. I mean, I get Nintendo a perfectionist, but like, come on. I probably won't buy Metroid Dread just because I'm not gonna. I'm only spending money on things I absolutely want to spend money on right now. So, and that's not one of them. So,
Just Warhammer.
wait, if it's not, oh god, if Mallory only knew. Looking at my pile of shame right now. 6 boxes.
Oh my goodness.
Still got more on the way.
Never ending.
It's never ending. You find something cooler you want to do, and then you just do it. And here we are.
Beautiful. Love it.
Thanks for doing a later podcast with me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Normally I would do like these late podcasts with a beer or two or five, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice to like not to do it sober.
Yeah. Drinking's for the birds.
That's fine. I'm gonna try to extend it more than a month. We'll see. I've done the month no drinking before, but I'm going back on keto in like 2 weeks, so that helps.
I can promote the first person version because it's a phenomenal fucking game. All the Metroid Prime series in general is a phenomenal series. I mean, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption is one of my favorite video games to this day. Talk about a beautiful world. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, so I can and I will. I do what I want. 'Cause
I
do what I
will
want.
I will take the non traditional route. What are you flexing?
Yeah, dog, you gotta
Always
flex on the
flex.
haters. The haters.
He's not too
First off,
young
I'm
for the
not.
rich.
I'm not. Oh,
No.
I'm not too young for the original. I played the original Metroid. Go fuck yourself. Shut up. Shut up. DJ, shut up. Both of you, shut up. Let's end. Turn it off. Turn it. I cut. Fuck it. Turn it off. I'm over the haters. I feel. You know what I feel like right now. Uh, I don't even know where I was going with this joke. Story of my life, dude.
Kids these days. Anyway, yeah. I mean the new Metroids look cool. I've never been really a Metroid fan, per se, just because I don't really like side scrolling games. But that's just me. So, but that's just me. You know,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm more of an
Play what you
RPG
want to play.
person, first
That's the
person
thing.
shooter. But I mean, it looks. I mean, if it came out if, like it was like one of those things that came out for free, and you know for a fact that Metroid game is never going to go on sale, ever.
Never got what?
It's never going to go on sale. It'll never go on sale.
I mean, it has to come out first.
I'm just saying, but it's Nintendo. Breath of the
Oh
Wild
yeah,
is
they
still
don't. They
full
don't.
price.
They don't.
They
They.
don't do sales.
It's funny. They did. Say, they did.
Say Back for Blood, we're cool again. Yeah, Back for Blood's gonna be great. I can't wait to play it on Games Pass with you guys. It's gonna be awesome. That's soon,
game's
right?
gotta
That's
come
in
out.
2 weeks. 15th,
Is that
17th.
what it is? 15?
I thought it's soon, right? It's
Something like that.
it was 12th. Might be 12th.
Hellfire's doing the Q stream. Big ups.
Five
What is
new
it?
followers, 2 bits, and 6 viewers. Oh my goodness.
I'm one of those viewers. I'll have you know. I'm an idle viewer right now.
Amazing. Should we just be? We should just wait. Hold on. What is it? I'm gonna scroll to the chat and just queue it up.
What are you doing?
I was looking for Hellfire's stream here. Hold on. We're gonna do it right here. Instead of the rest of this, we're just gonna do. What is it?
Oh wait, are we rating them?
We're gonna no. I'm just switching the whole thing to just Hellfire.
Oh,
stream.
you're just putting on.
I'm
a
just
stream.
putting it on. Hey, you're at 5:35. Huzzah!
That's pretty funny, dude.
There you go. There you go. 6. Yeah, look at that.
That's so funny.
You weren't wrong. Amazing.
Hellfire, have you always had a separate profile for just streaming?
Oh, Fextra Life's at 14.5K now. He's like practically not streaming to anyone now.
Who? Wait, what?
Fextra Life. It's like the number one New World stream. But
Got it.
whatever. But anyway, all right. That's sounds pretty good. I don't have anything else to contribute to outside of I'm waiting for Battlefield. That's really
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Be playing a lot of Battlefield. I will be streaming a lot of Battlefield.
Yeah.
I'll be getting really
I'll play
frustrated.
Battlefield.
It'll be a lot of fun.
I'll be playing Battlefield.
All right. Well, I think that's it. You can find us on og.podcast.fm. Whatever the fuck it is. All right. You can
You'll figure it out.
You can find us on Instagram at og.podcast or Twitter's OverachieversP. Our website is ogpodcast.fm.
go.
Where you
There
get
he
this
is.
episode and every episode where we talk about video games. What actually it is what we're talking about is what we're looking forward to, what we're playing, and Dom's addiction to
I have a
miniatures.
problem.
So make sure you check us out at twitch.tv/ogpodcast, and you can also follow us all of our on our Discord at discord.me/ogpodcast, and tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Bring them here and have fun in our chat.
Are you playing New World tonight or no?
Yes, I will be playing tonight.
Okay. I was like, do I want to stream this tonight? Nah, I don't want to stream this.
Why not? Why not stream it? Just have fun with it.
I just don't want
You sound like
to. Who's gonna want to come watch my stream? They can watch Hellfire in the queue. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could probably stream the entire night's worth of. That's true. I mean, I do want to watch the queue tick down on a Hellfire stream all
It's
night
pretty
long.
funny.
I don't want to watch you play. I just want to
I'm
watch
just
the queue.
excited
It's
for
literally like
him.
me. It's what it is. It's PTSD at this point.
Exactly. That's funny.
I can't believe you have 7 people watching you right now.
It's they're watching him, not the,
It is
not
kind of
the
exciting.
game.
I like that. Are you saying anything? Are you saying anything, or is it just?
I haven't muted. I can't. I don't know.
I don't hear anything. It's literally no audio and just Hellfire's queue. I can't believe
You
that.
know what? I will go live.
You are
after this.
talking. You shouldn't be talking. You should not have any music. It should just be quiet.
If you're gonna watch me, you're gonna get the same old lo-fi, hip hop, chill, relaxed beats to study and relax to.
I might stream link from my PC to my laptop because my laptop.
What a nice thing.
I want a customer service line. Just elevator music.
That's pretty funny. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. But that's not really that. That's a game show, isn't it? Did I just do a game
Your call
show?
is very important to us. Please stay on the line. Someone will be with you any moment. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, let's.
Or we're just going on tangents at this point. So.
Story.
All right, thank you all very much for coming through. We'll see you all in 2 weeks once we hopefully the queue is fixed by that point. I don't fucking know. But anyway, you can hop on our Discord, discord.me/OG podcast, and talk to us there. Or you can come watch Hellfire stream, which we'll raid right now. So, all right.
True.
See you guys later. Cheers. Bye. Thanks. Bye, guys.